Hello everyone, my name is Bhargav Ramreddy Kodakanla, and this presentation is a part of my data mining project. The project is titled as Mining Purchase Patterns and Customer Segments and is based on a real-world dataset from Instacart, one of the largest online grocery platforms. Today, I'll be walking you through with the key findings from this project and how they can support in decision making in areas like marketing, customer engagement, and fulfillment planning. Now, before we delve into the details of the project, here's a core of what the project has uncovered. When customers shop, how their behavior varies across segments, how these behavior patterns can be used to inform smarter decisions in areas like marketing, customer retention, and operational planning. By analyzing both when the users are most active and how different types of users shop, we have developed insights that go beyond observation, offering clear strategies to engage customers more effectively, optimize delivery and staffing windows, and increase overall efficiency in a highly competitive retail environment. Now, the main purpose of this project was to uncover business relevant insights from the Instacart Market Basket dataset that could help improve decision making across marketing, customer engagement, and operations. This analysis focused on two key areas. The first one being identifying when the users are most active to inform the optimal timing for promotion notifications, staffing, and also delivery planning. Second, applying behavioral clustering techniques to segment users based on their order habits, their basket sizes, and reorder tendencies, enabling the business to personalize outreach and lifecycle strategies for different shopper types. The overarching goal was to demonstrate how a large-scale customer transactional data, when analyzed effectively, can translate into actionable strategies that enhance your business efficiency, customer retention, and the overall experience that a customer receives. Now, coming to the data set and what are the preparation steps that we have taken before the analysis actually began. Uh, to start off with, this project is based upon the Instacart Market Basket dataset, which is sourced from Google, which contains anonymized transactional data from one of the largest online grocery delivery platforms in the United States. The dataset includes over 3 million individual orders made by more than 200,000 unique users, along with the detailed metadata upon what products they have shopped, from which departments, and on which aisles. The key tables used in the analysis include orders.csv capturing order sequence and timing for each user. Now the other one is orders underscore products underscore prior.csv containing item level data from the historical orders. Products.csv, departments.csv, and aisles.csv offering hierarchical product categorization. For the purpose of understanding consistent shopping behavior, the analysis focused exclusively on the prior orders, which represent past behavior patterns before any experimental or predictive elements were introduced. To maintain statistical ability and to ensure a meaningful patterns, I also filtered out users with fewer than 3 total orders. Now, coming to the first objective, which we've already discussed before, that is understanding the purchase timing. By analyzing the trends in order volume across different hours of the day and days of the week, I aim to identify the peak engagement windows in the user behavior. These insights are critical for informing decisions around marketing campaign scheduling or push notification timing or even resource allocation, such as warehouse staffing or delivery fulfillment. Knowing when the users are active the most allows businesses like Instacart to align operational planning with actual customer behavior, ultimately driving better engagement. Now, when do these users generally shop? Now, looking at this polar view, it helps us to notice that the peak time is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., giving us a clear window for campaign launches or delivery slot optimization. This pattern repeats across the top performing days like Sunday and Monday. Now, what are the day peak what are the peak day hour windows? Now, this heat map reveals that the highest concentration of orders by both days of the week and hours of the day is that most people order between Sunday and Monday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., which are the busiest periods across the entire week. These insights help us to time flash promotions or delivery operations more precisely during the peak windows. Now, coming to the second objective of this project, which is understanding the customer segments. The second objective was to uncover distinct customer segments by analyzing behavioral patterns such as order frequency, basket size, reorder tendency, and shopping time preferences. Rather than treating all the customers in this segment, this segmentation allows businesses to adopt a more personalized and targeted approach, whether it's improving the onboarding experience for new users, re-engaging the inactive ones, or reinforcing loyalty among high-value shoppers. By identifying these unique groups, the goal is to help the business deliver more relevant messaging, optimize the customer's journeys, and allocate resources where they'll have the greatest impact. Now, how were these users segmented in the first place? Now, to segment the users effectively, I chose 5 behavioral features such as total orders, their average basket size, the reorder ratio, average order hour, and average day of the week. And I did standardize them to ensure consistency across different scales. Given the size of the dataset, I use Clara, which is a variation of K-Media's algorithm, optimized for large-scale clustering. Using the elbow method, I determined that 4 was the optimal number of clusters, and the resulting visualization showed a good separation between the user types. Now, let's try to understand each of these segments. Now, we do have 4 segments. The first cluster represents the loyal reorders. The second one represents the at-risk users. The third one represents the new or light users. And the fourth one represents the moderate shoppers. First, we have our loyal reorders. These users show the highest order volume and reorder ratios. They tend to shop consistently in the midweek afternoon, and they've formed habits around repeat purchases. They are our most predictable and valuable customers. At the second place comes the at-risk users. These customers have the lowest reorder ratio and typically place only a few sporadic orders. Their timing is inconsistent, and their baskets tend to be small. If no action is taken, they're likely to churn. Then we have our new or light users. They tend to order early in the week, often on Mondays or Tuesdays. The engagement is low, but they show potential, especially if we can guide them towards forming habits through targeted nudges. Finally, we have our moderate shoppers. These users generally have a balanced behavior. They're not the most active, but they're consistent with the right upsell or loyalty incentives. They can be nudged towards a higher lifetime value. Now, the box plot, which I've shown over here, clearly uh, represents the reorder ratio by each of these segments, making their behavioral differences visually clear. Now, what can we do with these segments? Knowing these segments gives us a foundation to act upon, not just analyze. For loyal reorders, the goal is retention. These are our power users. We can promote the reorder, or we can promote things like reorder automation, offer exclusive loyalty perks, or even send personalized buy again prompts midweek when they tend to be active the most. For at-risk users, we need to intercept the churn in the first place. Time-sensitive offers or maybe even personalized reactivation emails can help bring them back. These users are disengaged but not unreachable at the end of the day. Now, new or light users benefit from a stronger onboarding if we send the right post first order follow-ups, product suggestions, or even small discounts. We can help them to build the habit of reordering. And for the moderate shoppers, they are already somewhat engaged. We can target them with smart product bundles, upsell prompts, or maybe even personalized emails that can increase their basket size or even reorder frequency. Now, each of these segments maps directly to a strategy, and that's where the real value of this analysis lies. Now, to the last topic wherein that we've analyzed through this data set, what do these customers actually buy? Despite the differences in the hours that they shop, what they shop surprisingly remains consistent. This faceted bar plot shows that the top three products in each of the segment and across all of them, whether they're loyal, new, at risk, or even moderate customers, we see the same core items, that is bananas, strawberries, and organic greens. This overlap is actually powerful. It tells us that we can deliver personalized content, product recommendation that feel tailored but are operationally efficient. For example, we can even create default bundles or maybe even reorder suggestions using these top items. Instead of building four completely different campaigns, we can use a shared product affinity as the foundation for scalable personalization. This saves us time, reduces the friction in getting out that marketing campaign, and also aligns with the user's expectations. Now, coming to the final slide, how do we turn these insights into action? First, timing. We know the best hours and the days to target the users, that is between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., especially on Sundays and Mondays. Mar- Marketing campaigns, push notifications, and even delivery slot offerings can be timed to land the highest engagement during the highest engagement window. Now, the second one would be segmentation. With the four distinct customer types, we can match our strategy to each group. Retain our loyal customers with giving them perks or reorder nudges. Reactivate the at-risk users with well-timed incentives and the help the light users build habits, and move the moderate users upward through thoughtful upselling or personalized email promotions. Now, lastly, on the product side, the top items do not change across the groups. That's a rare opportunity which allows us to scale the personalization using the same trusted favorites. These insights create alignment across marketing, fulfillment, and retention, which is exactly what behavioral data should drive. Thank you for your time. This concludes my presentation.